All right, today's big job is to remove the transmission and bell housing from our Model A Ford Deluxe Roadster. This is a 1931, an early 31 non-indented firewall, and we're going to remove the transmission in order to get ready to install a brand new rebuilt F-150 4-speed synchro transmission that will allow easier driving in the Silicon Valley traffic that we have here, and also give us an overdrive without doing any modifications to the frame. And you'll see in a future video the difference between the two transmissions, but visually, to the untrained eye, it looks like a stock transmission from the top and also the bottom. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with draining the 600 weight oil out of the transmission. All right. There we go. That looks pretty good so far, so let's go ahead and let it drain for the next 15 minutes or so, and then we'll move on to the next steps. Okay, while the transmission is draining, we're going to go ahead and get started with removing the shift tower. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half-inch bolts there, 2 more holding the emergency brake handle or the parking brake handle. So let's go ahead and get started on those. Switch around to the other side. All right, I stand corrected. These are 9/16 for the parking brake. So 9/16 for these two right here. A little bit more on this one. Let's go ahead and put that there for right now. Like that. And take out our shift tower. All right, we're draining just a little bit more. The next thing we need to do is remove the clamshell, the service brake rod, which I'll do right now. All right, I'll get some pliers for that. And then we're going to take out the pedals as well and disconnect the clutch when we're back underneath. There's that. All right, that's protected there. All of these. These are also 9/16, but we're going to have to use open-ended wrenches for those. Okay, those are the 3 on the top for the clamshell. Let's go ahead and set back up underneath. All right, we're sliding back underneath here. That has drained enough. There's that. Out of the way. So to be clear, we're taking this one off, and this one off. Okay, next steps are we're going to take the clutch arm clevis off. All right. Okay, there's the clutch. All right, so try to get my hands free here. Oop, there's still a clevis stuck in there. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get a little hammer, tap that out, pull this out, and then the clutch pedal will come off, and then I'll remove this return spring for the brakes, and the brake pedal will come off as well. Try to do this with one hand here. I've got our TFH. All right, looks like we're gonna have to get a punch to drive it out the rest of the way. So stay tuned on that one. All right, let's give it a little tap and see what we can do here. There we go. So then this piece will come off. Gonna have to pry it. There we go. Yeah, we'll fix that later. All right, let's give it a little tap and see what we can do here. we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and we're going to take that part off. And then we'll go up to the top and take the pedals out. Okay, start with the clutch. All right, there goes the clutch. And the same thing with the brake. Alright, we got those two right there. Next thing we need to do is remove the cotter keys and bolts that hold the cup that holds the wishbone to the bell housing. This might take a few minutes. Transmission jack is strapped to the transmission. That's supporting it right now. It is also still plugged into the drive shaft, so I don't anticipate any excitement. So here we go. There's a lot of 600 weight oil on this. All right, there's one. See, there's a spring, a castle nut, and there should be above it a sleeve. We'll show you that in a second. All right, so we got a spring, castle nut. Here's the cup. There's that sleeve I was talking about. Here's the one on the other side. Okay, now our transmission is essentially loose. I'm gonna go up to the top and take a look. Just gonna roll it forward a little bit. Right. That came down a lot faster than I expected. Not the most beautiful and graceful of transmission removals, but considering it was done solo, I'll take it.